Hey guys, welcome to the Comexposed podcast. My name's Charlene. I'm back.
Yeah, and I'm the artist known as Africas.png. I don't know, all around.
I'm also an artist called Sit Sensei, and I'm still here.
Daniel back again with the long names.
Yeah.
I will not fall into that trap, but yes, I am back.
If it happens, it happens, man.
Hey, just because it can happen doesn't mean it has to happen. Okay.
True.
Interesting take. I think that is true about a lot of things in life. Some would say that's true about wokeism.
I mean, it nowadays, no.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, back in the day, the term woke, being woke, was supposed to. The term being woke actually meant to be aware of social injustice that was happening pretty much wherever you were, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it is discrimination, whether it's any of the bad isms, the bad isms, racism, the other ism that I'm forgetting. But yeah, those isms, right? Those isms.
I just clocked in and I heard racism. My bad.
Okay, but yes, it was supposed to kind of mean being aware of social injustices that were happening within the community or society and whatnot. But these days, you're seeing it being thrown around everywhere to the point where it's become fairly toxic in a way, to an extent.
So what are people throwing it at? Like, what are people throwing the word woke at in these situations?
You're not making money. You ain't woke. You sleep.
Yeah, that is a big difference in meaning.
You see.
Yeah.
By the way, bars. Just say bars. Yeah, she's not a rapper.
Not a rapper.
Other things that can be thrown around with the term woke is with American politics for some apparent reason. If you notice with American politics, we're going to come back to it here later on, but if you look at American politics, anything that is progressive or that tends to lean towards the liberal side, right, is considered woke.
For those who are unaware, what would you say is progressive or liberal?
Ideologies that mostly lean towards the... Okay, my definition is biased because I'm somewhat leaning towards there as well, but it's the progressive meaning that you are... How can I say this? You are on to, like, you respect, not necessarily respect other people, but you support the agenda of other people trying to express themselves, basically removing the stigma of the bad isms, more or less, trying to progress society into a way where it can accept people of all color, race, religion, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you're an ally, then you're woke.
Yeah, pretty much. If you're an ally, you're woke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. So how can this be a bad thing?
Huh?
How can being progressive and wanting the world to go to a better place be labeled as a bad thing? How can we, like, how do people get to a point where they're thinking that, as opposed to, like, it making sense? Because it makes sense that, like, you'd want the world to progress,
I get that. I think it just stems to how people then try to just force their opinions on other people. I don't know. I think you guys mentioned it last week in your previous episode when you guys were talking
with the
about
cancel culture,
Yeah, I think it was the Demi Lovato situation that you mentioned.
with the yogurt shop.
Yeah, with the yoga shop.
Brokered.
I mean, yeah, she got triggered by some things, right? But it's her own personal experience or trauma that she wants to sort of like force. We're not, like sidelining her trauma and everything. Yes, we recognize it's there and everything.
Yeah.
Don't cancel me. But
Cancel.
Lol.
yeah, but like you can't like force your opinions on
That's
someone
true.
else's.
That's true.
For example, I think you are the one who mentioned the kids.
Yeah, the Muslim kids who they
exactly.
egged a gay plot.
In their community, in the Muslim community, being gay is frowned upon and
Yeah.
everything, right? And then in more woke
Progressive
or
communities.
progressive communities,
I see.
like the Western communities, they're really open about that. We're still adjusting here in Africa and everything,
As well.
but like in the Western communities, they're more open about being gay and queer and everything. So they don't really. I mean, they do kind of, but like at the end of the day, people just need to just respect each other's opinions. So if I say, Jerry, like, dudes shouldn't have locks.
Oh, word.
But I have locks, right? You have locks, you like locks. I'm imposing my opinion on you. And that could affect,
frustrate me.
Exactly, could affect your peace,
Yeah,
your mental health. And then it's a whole, no, Charlene is not woke, she's sleep, she a hater, all those things just because of my opinion. Yeah. So I feel like we just need a space where people can just express their opinions without having some backlash.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
We are waiting.
Continue.
Let me rephrase what I said.
No, don't worry. You're good. I think
opinion,
I see what you mean.
Right? But even if you do receive backlash, don't then people should not hate you just because. Exactly. Because for example, this era that we're in, we've got different political parties. You've got ZANU, you've got NDC, you've got CCC, and others. I could be pro ZANU, that's my affiliation. That's me.
And but if I am pro CCC, we shouldn't then be at odds.
Exactly.
We shouldn't be fighting each other in the streets.
Exactly. You want different things. What they are saying, they'll promise you. You're with that. What I'm being promised, I'm also with that. We should just respect each other's opinions. Say, okay, cool. That's your vote, your count.
Exactly.
What you want is cool. Don't impose it on me. But I hear you. I respect you. I'm not gonna take it, but I hear you and I respect you, and I'm not going to try to change your mind. Yeah. But people should also come to the point here, you are allowed to change your mind.
Yeah.
With over new time, information. Yeah. Exactly. Because growing
up...
The
world does not stay the same.
Exactly. Yes. Growing up, I hated broccoli as a kid. I hated vegetables.
I still hate broccoli, though.
It's okay. It's alright.
Okay. Wait, you don't like broccoli?
I dislike broccoli. Anything that's tree-like, I dislike it.
Really?
Yes.
You like trees?
No, I like trees, but if it looks like a tree, it's not a tree.
So the concept of broccoli really bothers you.
Yes.
You don't like mini trees, bro?
I don't like mini trees.
Cute,
That's so unnatural,
so
guys.
That's the whole appeal.
Yeah, I dislike
broccoli for the taste.
It's kind of nice though. But that's what I'm saying. I was like Daniel, and then my mom was like, no, you should give it a try, blah blah blah, and I'm like, nah. And then she cooked some fire meal, and it had broccoli, but she didn't tell me. And then I was eating it, and I'm like, oh, this is nice. What's in it? She's like, broccoli. And I'm like, no.
Insert that bong of fire.
Exactly. And I'm like, no. I started to just change my mind and saying, but all this time, I was saying broccoli is bad, but it's actually good. I gave it a chance, and I liked it. I didn't like it immediately, because I was like, no, you tricked me into liking broccoli.
But over time,
my opinion changed.
Yeah.
So you can't stay where you are. As a person, you just need to progress.
That is very true.
Yeah. So it's the whole thing with being woke. You could be asleep now, but over time,
you'll eventually wake up.
Hence the term woke. Wamuka, wafurika. We like to say.
Your mind is finally opened. So now the question that is there is, do you think that the current definition of woke is kind of justified?
What is the current definition again?
Huh?
So is it
anything that isn't towards the progressive side, that opposes the progressive side? Because think about it.
Being woke is opposing progressive.
Sorry, not being woke.
Not being woke.
Yes.
Okay.
So define woke.
Huh?
So being woke is being progressive and subscribing to these newer ideas.
Yes.
About
then being a conservative, being a traditionalist as well as keeping these.
Okay.
Yes.
So what was your question before this? Because I was trying to figure that out.
Well, yeah, you kind of... Okay. Do you think the current definition of woke is kind of bad in a way? Because think about it, the way that woke is being used currently, right? And the way that it has currently been changed and outed, it now means that anything that doesn't stand by this progressive ideology is now, anything that stands within a progressive society is woke. Anything that doesn't do that is not woke.
Okay.
Yes. Do you think that current definition does it justice right now?
I'm not sure. I wouldn't.
I don't think it's a fair thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's not black and white.
Exactly.
Yes, it's not black and white.
Exactly. It's not that simple.
I think the older definition of being woke, which was just understanding things and seeing how
Injustice.
they work
Yes.
is a better way to go forward, because it doesn't then polarize people against each other.
So how do we bring that back? Because as far
Good
as things are
luck.
concerned, right? Yeah, as far as things are concerned, right?
I don't know about bringing it back.
Yeah, but
I
we
think
can.
in our own circles we can try and understand it as best we can, so that we can move it according to what makes sense to us. But
Okay.
there's no hope for changing the masses' opinion, but it's very difficult.
It is
And
very
you'd
difficult.
stress yourself more than you'd actually find it's worth.
Yeah.
I think.
And I think that's how people then end up doing protests and just lashing out.
Yeah.
Because it does get frustrating. I'm trying to explain to you, Daniel, that I don't like mayonnaise. That's like my own personal thing. I don't like mayonnaise. I don't like cremora, right? But you insist on bringing me a sandwich that has mayo every day, and you insist on making me a cup of coffee with cremora. But I keep telling you, Daniel,
Yeah.
that's not me. It's not.
Sounds personal.
No, it's not even. I'm just giving like an Let the record know.
Let the record show. Shar does not like cremora in a coffee.
I don't mess with cremora. It's a personal vendetta. But like, if I keep telling you that yo, Daniel, I don't like this, right? And you love it so much, and you just want me to appreciate it. You're imposing your opinions, and I'm also imposing my opinions, and then we end up like having beef. You know, like.
Yeah, that's real.
So that's what happens for people to.
I think it's the imposing of the opinion that needs to go away.
That needs to go away.
We
Like,
need to
just
understand.
respect people that don't want to hear what you have to say,
Exactly.
and just respect people that want to hear what you have to say.
What's up, fam? It's your girl, Jerry the Free Spirit, and I'm here to tell you about the most lit event of the year. You guessed it! I'm talking about Converge. If you're into African comics and pop culture in general, well, this is the place to be. Converge is Zimbabwe's OG digital arts convention, where you can discover and meet amazing African creators and their work. Whether you're into comics, anime, cosplay, music, gaming, or anything else, we've got you covered. Meet local legends and rising stars. Shop for awesome merch, dress up as your favorite character, and get exclusive previews of what's coming. Learn from the pros and get inspired by their stories during the talks and workshops. And if you're a digital artist yourself, this is an opportunity to showcase and sell your stuff in our Epic Artist Alley. Don't miss out on this legendary experience at Converge on the 28th of October 2023 at the venue in Avondale, Harare.
Now that brings me to another question, because you brought up that whole thing, right? What if their opinion leans towards more of the injustice type of side? Where you see a person who's okay with child marriages. What then?
Disassociate, because you're not gonna change their mind. As tough as it is, I think there was a time when it was really hard for girls to walk around in town with like short skirts and whatnot, because men would pull at them and all kinds of things, and that was really difficult for a lot of people, for people with daughters, people with sisters, for the girls themselves. It was very rough. And over time in Zim, it's gotten a lot better. People aren't doing that anymore as much. I think I've seen some cases of it in person, like where some wild stuff happens and then we have to stop it. But it's gotten a lot safer to go outside in whatever clothing that you want, right? And that is because of the people who were in that time, who bravely went out and wore whatever they wanted, regardless of the backlash. So for a time, it's going to suck. And as time goes on, as people get used to these ideas, I think it gets better. So waiting it out might be an option to see where people's minds go, and how society changes so that it suits how we view things and how we want to interact with each other,
Yeah, just sometimes basic education. Because
That's true.
yeah, people that are for child marriages, I'm not going to name, but it's a certain group of people, We're not gonna name them, but we kind of know Kutishane is a certain affiliation. I'll tell you after the show.
I think I got it.
Makua.
Yeah,
Anyways.
of course. Word gets around. So if you go out in the world, right,
yes,
and you tell certain people to look, child marriages are bad because, first of all, one.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah,
like,
that's true.
you can't have a child be a parent. A child cannot give birth because of 1, 2, 3, 4 reasons.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it'll affect their mental health. 1, 2, 3, 4 emotional. It will emotionally stunt them.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, it will just mess them up.
They're not supposed to go through that.
Exactly.
Leave the kids alone.
Exactly. And then also you've got the parents that you have to educate. Even if like the parents like they're in the 50s, 60s, they're probably long gone. But like you can actually go to like these areas and educate the young men. Right? They are the leaders of the family. And tell them, look,
It's not okay.
bro, it's not okay. Like
because this.
exactly.
And
so,
you give the child that.
that. You need to start if you can't get through to the leaders of the family, you might as well just start with the ones that will lead tomorrow. You know, you tell them, look, I understand this is how you grew up, because that's how people grow up. If you grow up in a household telling you, before you eat, you need to wash your hands. Before you touch food, you need to wash your hands. After you touch food, you need to wash your hands. Before you practically touch anything in the house, you need to wash your hands. People become so accustomed to that, right?
Yeah.
That's their way of living. That's all they know. And then they go outside to the world, people don't wash their hands. That's actually how,
It's
COVID
kind of
spread,
weird.
because people don't like washing their hands and stuff. And they're like, coughing, example. Coughing is a perfect example.
Some people do this.
Exactly. Some
do
people,
this.
and then some
Some
people just
don't.
cough like 3-year-olds.
The tongue out with that.
Exactly.
Why the tongue out though?
To get the extra spit.
It's like they want you to know that they're sick.
Exactly.
Yes.
You've got people that do that, that weren't told from like a young age, when you're coughing, you should cover your mouth. You'll have 30-year-old people coughing like 6-year-old kids.
Yeah.
And you'll have a 6-year-old kid coughing like an adult properly. You know, like on some because of education, right? So you need people that will, brave the storm, that will go out there, take the backlash and
fight
eventually
for the future.
Exactly. Eventually people get tired of just throwing the same remarks, throwing the same comments, and then they'll just kind of let it be. And then you also need people that will go out there and like educate people. Tell them, guys, be woke because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not saying do it instantly, because change doesn't happen then. Change is inevitable, but then it also takes like 30 days to form a habit. So you need to just progressively, slowly but surely get to the goal, right? And like many other things, but I can't just wake up and say, you know what? I'm woke now. I love mayonnaise and I love cremora because Daniel said it's cool. I need to like gradually get into it. Put like maybe half a teaspoon, then a teaspoon, and then.
Now you're an addict. But
Exactly.
but apart from that, yeah.
Addict.
Hey yo, Cremora is addictive, man.
Every day kind of condensed milk, maybe.
Actually, it's condensed milk.
Dude,
I haven't had that in forever. I haven't baked in like a long time.
you use it for baking?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's like better than sugar.
I've just.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me how to do that.
We'll figure it out. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
we're gonna figure it out.
Don't worry.
So next week, Jerry's gonna bring us a cake.
Oh yes, Jerry, do you hear us? You heard us.
Graciously volunteered.
Whose budget are we?
Africa.png will bake a cake for us with condensed milk.
Hey, let's make that happen
Yes.
in another life.
In another life.
If you want Jerry to bring a cake, comment, like the video.
Hey, dude, now I actually have to figure out making a cake.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, wokeism, guys. So, like, your personal opinion on wokeism. Wait, do you think you're a woke person?
Yes, I am woke. I just don't like the way that it's kind of being portrayed right now, and the way that it's kind of being used in a political manner to push it very negatively. Because I really stand by the fact that everyone kind of needs to have an equal standing, regardless of what they believe in, who they are, as well as what lies, in their orientation. Right? Just be a good person to your next door neighbor, and I am okay with you.
Word.
Yeah.
Facts.
Word.
What about you, Jerry?
I think I agree with Daniel. Wokeism is good. Understanding your fellow man is really good. It's great to empathize Sure, we won't understand each other's struggles entirely because we're different people and we've been through different things. But that compassion is so necessary for us to build better lives for ourselves, for whoever's coming in front of us, and whoever's around us right now. Just being nice ain't don't cost nothing. It's free.
Yeah.
True.
Being nice is free, guys.
True.
No, seriously.
Think
Being nice is free.
There's a
Please.
statistic about like the muscles in your face. It costs less energy to smile than it does to frown.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but I'd rather frown. But being nice is fun, guys. Please be nice to your fellow homie, even if you look angry.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
Yes.
Say thank you.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
I think I like to think that I'm selectively woke.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's some things that I am for.
That's a very interesting topic.
Yeah, because
Like whether or not you can be woke for a lot of things or just the one.
on the one thing, because well, from my understanding, my own personal understanding, being woke is also being pro, like you said, the ism, pro-ism.
Yes.
So if you are for gender equality, right?
Yes.
I am for gender
Feminism.
equality and feminism to some extent. Of course, I want equal pay. I want to be given the same opportunities as a man.
And you want to go to jail for the same crimes.
Yeah, of course, sure. But
I have to state
don't-
that, guys. Okay.
Yes.
Anyways, proceed.
I don't want to,
Don't they
for
already?
example,
No.
That's another topic.
Okay.
Proceed.
for example, I apply for a job, right, at some building company, right, and then the only job that's there is to work dinner period. You know, like I'm being given the same opportunity,
Yeah.
but I don't necessarily want that job.
Yeah.
You know, you can't expect me to be lifting 30,000 bricks per day.
So you want
That's
the
a dude's job.
So you are. So you.
That's an interesting take.
Yeah.
Okay.
To say the words "that's a dude's job" is an interesting way
Okay,
to put it.
okay,
'Cause
okay.
The job is kind of designed for guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But with the whole equality thing, equal opportunities thing, feminism, you know, that's where my selective wokeism comes in.
To say
Like-
that I want to be considered, but I
But
don't want to
want
apply.
the job. Yes.
That's
You-
fair. I
you
think
know,
that's
like,
fair.
I
So the
wanna-
opportunity to choose. You want the
Yes.
opportunity to
Because
choose.
some women will actually,
Yes.
get into that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Some women actually like being strong.
Yeah, you can be strong. I'm
Shout
not
out to the
saying you
muscle mommies. I'm looking at you. Anyways.
can't, bro.
Hey yo. This is the out of pocket stuff that the commenters be talking about.
In the beginning, it's like, I'm not gonna fall into the trap, and he literally made it himself.
Okay.
But anyway, shout out to the muscle mommies for Daniel.
Shout out.
He's
Yeah.
a
Shout
huge
out.
fan. Huge fan.
Huge fan.
But yeah, like that's where my selective wokeism comes in. Like, you know, like in this day and age, yeah, we're going on dates and everything a dude has to pay, blah 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 blah. I also have to pay. But like, you know, like I'll be selective, you know.
Oh, okay. So for some dudes that you're not feeling, you'd be like, no, you pay for it.
Nah, nigga, you pay. You know.
That's cool.
Okay.
Fila.
I can see the logic.
So it's selective. I am woke. I would like to think I'm woke, but then I'm also woke enough to know that I shouldn't consider myself woke because that's just putting yourself on a high pedestal.
Yeah, that is true.
But there are some things that I am with and some things that I'm just
Okay.
not for.
All right.
So to be woke is to know that you don't know stuff as well.
Yeah.
That's real.
We know nothing and we're no, let me not. But anyways, feel free to
know
comment on your
I don't know enough.
on your yeah.
Oh, Jon Snow. You know nothing. Jon Snow.
You know nothing. But guys, do feel free to comment on your opinion in the comment section. Comment
the video.
section.
Yeah.
Like
Are you
the
woke?
video.
Do you think we're woke?
Or
Do you
maybe
think
we're not.
Zim is woke enough?
Like the video.
Do you think Africa is woke?
Now that's another topic.
You know?
I think maybe, kind of actually.
Yeah.
Leaning more to the no than to the yes,
Yes,
because the average African isn't what the average African thinks it is.
Yeah.
Like we're way less educated than we'd like to be.
I'm more conservative,
And
really.
we're more
Yeah, we're more
very
traditionalistic.
Exactly.
Yes.
The West
Very,
is
very
an
traditional.
entirely different place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's like half of Africa that's on the internet and then the other half that's not, and then like
Yeah.
they're at odds. It's
But-
oh boy.
To some extent, I actually do like the fact that we are traditional because it sort of like grounds us.
Yes, to say that we are.
Tinenge tine hunhu wedu,
Yes.
pachenu,
Yeah.
panela, pavanunga. It's more inclined. Like I remember this thing I saw on TikTok but to sound smart, I read this in a book.
In an article.
I read an article in the New York Times about how
She watched a YouTube video.
kids in Africa that go stay in the States, or like immigrant kids, are considered the most polite, the most well behaved, the most just like your wow kid, because
Temple
swap. And you know, Tijani, you know, if I get to someone's house, I need to greet them. You know, I need to like lend a helping hand and do like just the bare minimum for us as Africans.
It feels bad when you don't.
Exactly.
Because it's so in your head that I have to be polite, I have to be this, that, you know.
And for like some Western people, Europeans, they're like, oh my gosh.
You're so well raised. You're so well mannered.
So well mannered. I wish my children were like.
Here you are thinking,
whoa!
I like to take my plate to the kitchen, bro. Like it's not even that deep.
Yeah.
But like as Africans, I think it's another topic we can discuss later on. But like as Africans, are we woke or not? If so, why? Is it because of tradition? Is it because of how we were raised? Is it because we used to get beat up as kids? You know.
I think that deserves a whole part.
Yeah, that's an entire.
I got so much to talk about,
You
but
know,
we do need to wrap
so
up.
guys, if you do have anything that you'd like us to talk about, please do hit us in the Comexposed group. If you are not in it, link is there in the bio.
In the pinned comment.
In the pinned comment is there. Comment what you want us to talk about. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
Let us know if you want a part 2 of the Woke-ism stuff.
Yeah, man. So yeah.
See you, Nara, boy.
Thank you so much.